everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Anderson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Lynch here off the bootleg. His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He spins free, and now running right through it. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Lynch. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw his Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lynch. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. 3rd down here.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. They give it to Anderson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intent.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to the ground, Anderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. To throw is Lynch. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary Conlon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Whoosh. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Anderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. There's just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Buying time to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 10th carry now for Anderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on 1st down. forced out to his left. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes is won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Lynch. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Lynch. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stout troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Lynch. They'll roll him out right. And he's got room. So a look at Paxton Lynch as he's slow to get up, remaining down after that play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Second and just 1. So leaving the game is Paxton Lynch. And they'll hand things over to the USC product, a former 4th-round selection, Matt Barkley. Now Barkley looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Barkley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Paul Warlow not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Throwing now is Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So it'll be first down here after the run. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
93. 734, 637.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch. It was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Jihad Ward in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carr now to throw. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go. 3-19.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Screen play, Anderson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to dock my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. Swat, Michael Crabtree's going to go. And he is in touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ten yards still left on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield. Got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Barkley. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Barkley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A gain of 39 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish...